Chapter 35. Lisa. Black, Barbadian-born, September 18th, 2025. We met at a book signing, both drawn there by the same author, Twyla Prendo, a non-profit owner and a children's book writer who believes in empowering youth whom others in society might overlook. There was an ease about Lisa from the start, approachable, well-spoken, inviting, but there was also something unforced about her, unperformed, a quiet vulnerability that made me lean in. After a while, I asked if she would be open to an interview. She said yes with the same charm that had drawn me in initially. She told me, I was born in Barbados. I left when I was 16 to live with my brother. Like many islanders, her first stop was New York. I wondered why. New York gives you a little bit of home. You can find a little Caribbean, a little Barbados, a little Jamaica. Miami has all that too, but New York is really a big one. After a couple of years there, she followed her brother to Palm Bay, Florida, where she met her husband. It was a typical military love story, I suppose. We got married at 18. He was 21. Y'all were babies, I said. We were babies. They built a life together in Jacksonville for more than 2 decades before that life shifted. They share one daughter, now 16 and thriving. When I asked what made her stay in Jacksonville, she said, it just ended up being like a home away from home. I didn't have relatives here, but I found a community I needed. Her siblings are spread out. One brother lives in North Carolina, a sister remains in New York, and another brother lives in Canada. Her father died young at 54. Her mother remains in Barbados. Too stubborn to leave, Lisa said with a grin. She goes home when she can. Last summer I went for crop over, our carnival. Before that I was there for the holidays. As for her career, she studied project management, earned a master's degree in IT management, and kept climbing. From project management to business development and eventually into co-founding her own technology firm. We develop software solutions to help companies do processes faster. She is clear about where she is headed. In 10 years, I hope to have equity in about 5 companies, to start generational wealth for my family and to have more freedom, financial freedom, to take care of my family and community. And she means it. She sits on the board of Cash Kids, the financial literacy program founded by the author of that evening's event. She was so impressed with the organization that she sought out a way to be more involved. If children know from early, they make different decisions. It gets ingrained. The mindset is everything. Learning at a young age is powerful. She was not there for the title. She was there for the impact. When I asked for something surprising, she smiled wide. I skydived. Titusville. NASA Space Center, 18,000 feet tandem. A girlfriend and I did it. We didn't tell anyone because we didn't want to be talked out of it. She says roller coasters are scarier. I told her I'd take her word for that. Her greatest fear, though, is not heights. Probably diving in 50 feet of water. But when she thought longer, something deeper surfaced. More than that, losing my independence. Seeing older people who still have their minds but have to rely on others, that's a big fear for me. That answer shifted the room. It made sense. Of course independence mattered. She had been building it her whole life. I could have spoken to her much longer, but we heard the event beginning in the next room. She was receptive, reciprocal, generous. She had no use for small talk. Her goal is to create generational wealth to care for her family and her community, and I believe she will do exactly what she says she will do. Not because she hopes to, because she's already building it. We were both there because the author inspired us, and somehow through that gathering I met Lisa. Watching both of them, I realized there is not one way to care for a community. There is only the way that fits who you are. Inspiration layered upon inspiration. It felt hopeful. And I was grateful. This is truth, and truth always rises.